Welcome back to Lazy Wild Adventures. I'm Justin, and today we're going to be looking at a MaxxFan install in the Ram Promaster. Before we go check it out, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so now. Smash that thumbs up button, that really helps me out. If you're not a Patreon, please consider being a Patreon. So jump over into it. When I was originally building the van, I didn't have a whole lot of time on my hands. I was just taking vacation off of work and trying to do as much as I could on the van. I wasn't able to take as much time to film as I would have liked to. So some of the footage you'll see was done about 8 months ago. I had to go back today and redo that so I can show you guys how we got it all the way in there and how we made it work. I hope you enjoy. Check it out and let me know what you think, guys. Alright, so here we go to put in the MaxxFan. So we're taking it out of the box and we're going to tape all this up and then measure our fan out. This is your top side is smooth and your bottom side is grooved, so to catch your adhesive and all that good stuff. So we're going to measure it just like we're going to put it on the roof, and then run some pilot holes and do the same thing on the roof. Tape it off and use those holes to get our line on the roof and cut a hole. Let's give it a shot. So we mark the center on the brace and give ourselves a straight line. Alright, so we got the holes marked out on the bottom, taped up, so now we're going to move to the roof and do the same thing and get our lines together. We have a metal blade, just for thin metal, and then this is our bit. We're going to upsize the holes so we can get this through there and run our jigsaw around. Alright, so what we're doing now is fixing to get the holes punched on the roof, and we're just taping this up to keep some of the crap out of the van so it's not over our seats and floor and everything. We moved those holes, brought those holes we made from the bottom on top, set our ring up, made some lines to cut with the jigsaw. So we're taping up on the bottom, trash out of there, and as we cut, we'll like put a piece of duct tape across here on the bottom side, keep it from shaking so much.
You gotta stick your head through the hole.
Getting ready to place the shroud on top, and when we're placing the shroud on top, pretty much all you're doing is once you got your hole cut, you're setting it down, and then you'll want to pre-drill your holes, make you some pilots before you get all that set up. And this is the part I'm not going to be able to show you. So you'll get some butyl tape and wrap the butyl tape underneath on the bottom side of the shroud right before you place it. Once your butyl's set, press it down, come back with your lap sealant, and you'll seal around the screws and the flange that you just put together. It's a better look at the flange, and it is already assembled on the van. So yeah, I apologize, it's filthy up here. All we've done is set the flange, and like I said, there's butyl tape right underneath this edge, and then that messy crap you're seeing is the lap sealant. And the lap sealant is just like in a caulk tube. Find it on Amazon, I'll put a link for it. You just cover everything up, and it's self-leveling, so it does all this itself. It'll smooth and level itself out. Once you have that on there, you're just going to set this guy. You're going to want to manually crank up the fan because you haven't got any power yet to open it up so you can get to the screw holes. And you'll have two on each side, and all they're going to do is set right on top here and fit right in these holes, and you see the opposite sides the same way. The fan is 12 volt. You see I've ran number 12 wire to it just for voltage. Make sure we had enough. It's really simple. You set it on, you set those 4 screws, you set it down in here and wire it up, and that's what we're going to take care of now. Here's the bottom side of the MaxxFan. MaxxFan screws. See how long these dudes are. Okay, you can see a little bit there. They hang down just about even or beyond the lip on the fan here. The ones that I used that worked were self-drilling, because getting to the top of that van with those screws, definitely pre-drill your holes, but the screws that comes with it doesn't matter. Pre-drilled it or not, it's not going to go through. Get you some self-drillers, punch them through, make your life easy. We're going to tuck these wires. All we want to do is get them out of the way so our surround can slide in. It's going to slide in right in between here. On the corners, it's just a plastic rim from your shroud on top, your bottom surround, and I'll grab that in just a second. We'll just slide right up in there. So all we're going to do is get these wires tucked up in there and get ready to put that in there. Okay, so now all we have left to do is install the shroud. Now when you get this, it's going to come with, I think it's about an 8-inch top one. I think this is about 8 inches when you get it. If you're putting it in a motorhome or whatever with a deep ceiling, you have plenty of cover. So all you want to do is trim this down to set in between your ceiling and the edge of your fan, so you don't see inside your ceiling and all the crap around it. This will come up and completely cover all of that. And all it is 4 screws, just 4 finishing screws to hold it up. If you got wood or pretty much whatever you got on your ceiling, you're going to be able to fasten this in there. So once you get your measurements and get this trimmed up, you're just going to slide it right in, finagle. I like that word, finagle. Set it in. We'll come back and put our 4 screws in. We've got our shroud trimmed, so we're just going to slide this in. And mine's not the prettiest. I got a little jagged edges here, but once we get it up inside, we should lose all that jagged edges. We're going to put our screws in to hold this guy up. And guys, I did have this up before, so my holes are already there. So I'm doing it with just a screwdriver. If you're doing a fresh install, you're probably going to want to use a drill to make your life a little easier. Yeah. Okay, so we have got the shroud in. We have got the fan on top. So now all it's left to do is use it. Since I've had the fan for a while, I want to go ahead and tell you the MaxxFan is an awesome addition to your van. I have a small window in the back, and I turn this bad boy and it has 10 speeds, and you get you a really nice breeze going through here. It also has auto setting, which has a thermometer on the fan here. You can set it to keep your room at whatever temperature you like. They all blow air in and out, so that part's nice if you need to take air out or if you need a nice breeze in. Either way, MaxxFan will do it for you. Guys, I hope this helped you out a little bit. Putting the fan in, it's pretty simple, but it's nice to see somebody else do it before you jump into it and try it yourself. I know I enjoyed watching somebody else before. It makes me feel like I got a little bit of cushion. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about it, and until next time, be safe out there, and God bless. Take the fan out of the box, cut a hole, you put the fan in it, and you seal it up and screw it down. And when it's done, you wire it. It's pretty simple. Okay.